You know what I was thinking, Dan, while we are watching the intro? Um, we might have to get a new one soon. All these trade talks and rumors that have been going on. Y'all gonna like have Jimmy
Like
Butler. Where's
I,
DeJounte Murray gonna be? Like,
I'm so sick of seeing doggone RJ Barrett on my Knicks intro, man. And especially like, you know what? I forgot. I appreciate whoever does our intro. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your work is fabulous. But how in the world do I have Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle? I mean, doggone anybody. You want to go with RJ, and not only did you go with RJ, but you gave him two shots. You gave him two scenes. Like the scene bad enough, seeing him sit there looking homeless was bad enough. And you hit me back, and then he gives you a lame handshake. And then the next video you see is Trey Young, and his handshake is phenomenal. Yeah, we
like I
got to do
said,
this.
the sad thing with me is we sent the person that he's doing a handshake with to Utah. You sent a black man to Utah. That's just not right. Shout out everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Sports Laugh and Chill. Of course, yours truly and Dan are in the building. I'm gonna have a couple others, I believe, that are gonna be hopping in a little bit later too. Appreciate you, Christian. Yeah, I know I've been out for a bit. You had some other things tending to. I was also out of town a little bit. So
Yes,
no, feels good to be back. And yeah, of course, like it's a good time to be back. As we all know what happened on Sunday. We know the two teams that are going to be in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs and of course the San Francisco 49ers. Dan, I know y'all got into it a good bit on the show on Monday. About to say,
yes,
like
sir.
anything else that was left out there on you didn't touch on. I'll let you lead off with it about some of the things about the game, and again, like maybe there's something you didn't talk about in regards to the game that you wanted to bring on and talk about today.
For sure, man. First of all, shout out to all 24,000, people chilling with us today, man.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
appreciate you taking your hard-earned time out to come listen to a couple of guys talk some sports. You dig what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody that is in the chat. Of course, much love to everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy one time. All right. So we talked a bit about it, Jordan, and I wish you had been in the conversation, because trying to get 49er fans to understand that, listen, you're going to the Super Bowl, congratulations. However it happened, it happened. Okay. We understand that. We got it. Just don't act like the Detroit Lions didn't have a lot to do with the fact that you went to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
Sure.
that's it. We've seen the comments. We've heard from Dan Campbell. He questions some things now, whatever. But you and I both know that in neither situation, and I understand he's the go forward guru, but at some point, where does football logic come into play? And that's just been my question. Where has football logic come into play? Because every coach I know is sending their kick out there to get the job done, to increase the lead, to attempt to increase the lead. I don't know. I mean, maybe if he misses one on the second one, you'd be like, nah, we just gonna go for it. Okay. I can understand that logic, because the first thing I'm gonna think about is, well, he sent them out there before and he missed it. So, hey, keep the offense out there, see what you could do. I get it. But just 0 for 2? 0 for 2? I mean, the math is simple. That's 6 more points, game blouses Detroit, right? And that's even if, at that point, do you even run the run play that you was running that caused the fumble? It just changes the landscape of everything. And I know if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. I got it. I'm just saying, just recognize 49er fans, Detroit, they gave you a oop, and y'all slam dunked it. Kudos. If that was my team that got the oop and we went to the Super Bowl,
you'd be happy.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree with you, because the thing for me is, as we all know, when it comes to blown leads and choke leads, that's right down my alley, right? And I will always say, and always feel this way. You can be proud of yourself and your team and whatnot when you have a big comeback like that, right? But at the end of the day, you always are going to feel like, thanks, other team, right? Like then that's how they feel, right? The Patriots, obviously. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Look at him.
Hey, what up, everybody?
I don't expect
yes,
nothing
sir.
I don't
sir. 2 weeks of ignorant me in the place to be. It's Rod Kelly. You already know what it is, baby. Bang, bang, not a gang in this thing. One representative to another. You will suffer. You know what kind of night it is, baby.
This boy been writing all day. He been writing
all day.
I'm
just gonna keep giving Rod. I'm just gonna keep giving Rod problems. Like, I was messing with him before. I said, he was all about LA one night, and then you're gonna talk about being with the Bay and for the Bay the next day. I don't know how you do that.
You did.
Me.
Born there. San Leandro Hospital, baby. 89th and Birch, East Oakland. Moved down to the Pasadena area. Dina. Oh, shout out to Michael Cooper. He just got his jersey retired last night at Pasadena High School. Number 42 is retired. It's in the rafters now. Shout out to Mike Coop.
Former Atlanta Dream head coach.
Facts. Let's go, Mahomes.
False.
For sure, Jim.
Hey.
For
false.
Sure.
I'm a Swiftie.
I need Patrick. Show me your greatness. Show me, Patrick, that ain't no such thing as a down year for you. That's what I want to see. I want to see what Rod said. Rod out of his mouth said, this is what happens when you start to see people walk into their greatness. The haters are going to hate. Well, you know what? Rod is right. And I'm not hating no more. I need Patrick to show me that magic. I need Pat to show me, boy, like we ain't from the show me state. You feel me? Show me. Let's go. Let's go. Kansas City. Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Dan's bringing it back to the Missouri days. That's what it is.
Oh, big facts.
That's what it is.
Big facts. Back in the day, where Joe Montana was on the team, baby. Oh yeah, let's go. This for you, Joe. This is for the ones you couldn't win in Kansas City, Joe. This is for you.
Hey, Antoine. Shout out to you, boss. You hit me up during halftime.
What up, Antoine?
I know who playing next week though. Don't ever hit me too early, bro. Don't do this.
You don't
do this.
You don't
ever want to be on my
never send no message early.
Antoine, don't worry. He was nervous though. Don't worry. He was nervous.
Well, he knew that.
He was nervous.
But
absolutely.
You can't hit him with the daggers early. Like you can talk shit, but you can't be like it's over. Twan, I know you didn't hit him with the it's over text.
Oh,
he didn't hit me with that. He gave me the eyes like I meant something. So I laughed him off. Okay. And then after that, I sent him a picture. Shout out to you, Antoine. You know what it is, baby. We see y'all. We playing in Vegas.
Just Montana,
wanted to let you know that.
For sure he is. Absolutely
Liar.
He is, Jim.
Liar.
Absolutely.
He know what game he was at on Sunday. Let's keep it a buck. He know what game he was at on Sunday. He sure wasn't in that cold ass Baltimore.
He was at the 70 and sunny, huh?
Wasn't.
You're right. He knew how that was gonna end. Anyway.
Hey, but I want to say this real quick though, because Dan, I know you were talking about Dan Campbell, and this is what gets on my nerves. So, he's like, I have
Who?
no the
Who?
Your assistant.
we got 2 weeks of this, man.
Your assistant coach. Your other assistant coach.
That guy who likes to bite. What did he say he was gonna bite
the
off?
kneecaps. The kneecaps.
Kneecaps.
Boy, I tell you.
Well, let me tell you what, he loved him so much he bit his own off. I seriously, like I got a question. Since when has it ever been a bad thing to be up 3 possessions in a playoff game? When was that ever a problem or an issue? Like, yeah, you can talk about, the receiver dropped the ball and this, but that's what you open yourself up to when you go for it. Take the points. Like, it's almost like I can't even say it was he made analytic decisions. And I wish I could, because I would go on and on about it. It was like he made ego decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of those things of, no, we have to win it, but we have to win it this kind of way. And, we're going to be viewed as soft or looked at as soft if we go differently from what we've done all year. Right. But the thing for me is, okay, whatever sport we want to talk about, like Rod, you obviously basketball is your sport. How many times have you seen coaches, you coach differently when you're in the regular season, or you make decisions differently in the regular season than you do when you're in the postseason? Right.
Not Dr. Rivers.
Baseball, yeah, and there's a reason why, he has his reputation. But baseball, right? Like, if you're in the playoffs, you don't give the starting pitcher as long of a leash in the playoffs as you might do it in the regular season, right? As soon as he gives up a hit or two, or there's a walk here involved, like, no, you take him out. You have to switch things up. And that's the thing for me with Dan Campbell's like, dog, like, don't you I could argue part of your ego, like this alpha male ego that you have, cost your team a chance of playing for the Super Bowl. Like, now there were some other things that happened, right? There's a Gibbs fumble and things like that. There's the tip off the pick that went off the dude's helmet, and Ayuk catches it. Great play by Brandon Ayuk too, by the way.
Great play.
But it's just like, you played a part in that too, as a head coach.
Dude said, I cost us a chance we may not ever get back here again.
You're right.
Well, hey,
you're right.
He just told y'all the script.
Oh my God. Not again.
Hey, that was cryptic for telling all the people in Detroit, be happy about this win that we got right here, because ain't no more of this.
These is prime glasses right here. It's Bang Bang Niner Gang. If you don't know anything about it, you just got to understand, y'all not playing in 2 weeks like us, or next week like us. It don't matter. You probably got some players in the Pro Bowl or something like that. Worry about that game. Worry about folks not getting injured in that. You know what I'm saying? Get that free check over there. Just go on and get that free check for y'all running out there playing flag football next weekend or this weekend. That's what y'all worry about. Bang Bang Niner Gang. We know where we going. We in Vegas next week. Anyway.
Do we just need to give you the solo so you can cut this whole
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I hope do that players are disciplined. I hope nobody likes doing cokes off of tits. I hope
oh my gosh,
you don't have nobody on the team that is out there ready to party. Okay. I hope.
Oh no. Oh no. It's a business trip.
You might be in luck because Eugene Robinson ain't making that trip last time I heard, so you might be okay.
Absolutely.
And Christian, I'm gonna leave that one up to you to let everybody else know that reference that I just gave there about Eugene Robinson. So
that is hilarious. Right, you right, Twan. Twan gonna tell y'all better not lose. You right about that.
Hey, Twan, you better not let us win. Oh, you think I'm something now?
Hey, Marcus, what are you doing?
Hey, Antoine, you better not. Y'all better not let us win.
Wait,
y'all better not let us win.
What is going on with my guy right now?
Hey, man.
Oh my gosh. Hey. You gotta relax, Marcus.
Marcus, you gotta relax.
You gotta relax.
That man got his internet fixed and started going crazy. I see.
Relax. You gotta
relax.
My
gosh.
Shout out to
Whoa.
everybody in the chat, all 18,000 of y'all
You
right now. We
Steve.
appreciate
You
y'all. Hit that
wildin'.
thumb up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Come on, join on. Tell a friend to tell a friend out here.
You be careful. Marcus out here talking about butts. We might not need no thumbs right now. Y'all know what Future said.
Terradome. I'm already giving him. Terradome. Look, I know you don't know, but I think you kind of understand. You know that. Hey, your nephew over here. I'm gonna get ignorant if we win, and Dan knows it. Dan knows
I'm wrong about the script. I
might
pray that I am wrong about the script, dog.
Which script, man? You done been through like 5 scripts already.
No, I haven't. I had the Niners winning the Super Bowl. Did I not?
That was one.
Well, the games leading up to it made.
Hey, that's the only one that counts. The road getting there threw me on the loop, but
that's a different
Super Bowl pick was the 49ers the whole time.
Don't let us win.
I will say this though, y'all know before the year started, I did say Kansas City was going to be in the Super Bowl.
You did.
I did say that. So.
Oh well, I mean, I said the 49ers was going to be in the Super Bowl before the season started.
True.
I also said the Niners is going to win it all.
And the
bang.
When I revealed the script, that's when I figured out that the 49ers was going to win.
Here we go.
I knew y'all was going to go. I didn't know if y'all was going to win. Once I found out I was going to win.
Somebody said Big Cap. What's why it's calling Cap on?
Somebody said Big Cap on. No. Ooh, don't let us win. That's all I'm going to tell y'all.
The hope is
I might go in hiding if they win.
Don't.
I might go.
Dan, I might knock on Dan's door. He knows I might be that ignorant. I might take a special trip down. Yeah. Dan is going to ignore my call. He is going to ignore me. I'm going clean
out of town. I'm going straight remote. I'm gonna still be doing the show, but it's gonna be like woods behind me. I'm going straight remote.
Reporting live from the gutter.
Straight remote. Like, what's going on? That boy Rod out here looking for me. That boy looking for me. He will not find me. Y'all gonna see me y'all gonna see the tent behind me. Just straight out there.
Woo!
Duck it.
Man. Hey, Antoine, you said that 5 weeks ago, bro.
What was the CMC part?
You know, whatever. It's some hate. It don't matter. You said that 5 weeks ago. Keep talking, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, wait, Mark. I mean, don't let us win.
Uh-oh.
Don't let us win. Don't let us win.
Can I say something about Brock Purdy real quick?
Carry on.
Sure.
Okay. This is what I'm getting tired of. Because I feel like we even started talking about this last season. With all of us in our group. Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. That's what's getting on my nerves with kind of this whole discourse that's gone on about him as of late. The dude is a good quarterback. Now, at the same time, like I said, 2 things can be true. Is he a good quarterback that's elevated because of what's around him? Yes. Right? Like that's also, I don't think that's saying anything that's like talking down on him. But like for whatever reason, it feels like when people talk about him, it has to be one of the 2 extremes, right? Like either he's one of the best ever. Like you even had some of the Niner beat writers comparing him to Joe Montana, where it's like, no, stop it. Don't do that. Or he's down here of like, oh, see, he's just a bum. There's a reason why he was Mr. Irrelevant and all these. Like, no, he's not that. He's closer to being really good than he is being really bad. But at the same time, it's 2 playoff games in a row. Defense has had times to take advantage of some of the mistakes that he put out there. And you didn't do it. Right? So, like, even, I think he threw, 1 interception in this Lions game. Could have had more. Right? Great play by Jawan Jennings, too, I believe, on a 3rd down where Brock Purdy did
big play.
The worst thing you could do as a quarterback. Anybody will tell you, do not make that throw. Don't do it. But it worked. Right? So, it's just one, like, I just ask people, everyone out there, all 20,000 people that are in here, tell your friends and whomever else that you love to talk about sports with, can we just be a little bit more realistic about Brock Purdy and like who he is? And I'm not saying that again to say that I'm saying I need more people to tell him that he's bad, because he's not. I don't think Brock Purdy is bad. But let's just be honest about who he really is.
He's a starting quarterback in the Super Bowl. Shout out to Brock Purdy. Let's get it.
I ain't got nothing to say against that.
I mean, you can't. I mean, like again, we could talk about all the ifs. We could talk about all of that. We know he has certain limitations. Everybody has something. At the end of the day, his limitations didn't stop him from getting to the Super Bowl.
Nope.
And like you were saying, Jordan, people judging him based on his draft status. He's closer to the good than he is to the bad.
Absolutely.
Way closer. If bad is being the last pick in the draft versus being the first pick in the draft, well, my man is looking like a first round pick if we keep it at 100. If that is not true, then why is Sam Darnold backing him up? Sam didn't win the job during training camp, did he? And Sam Darnold was drafted where in the first round?
By the Jets.
Third.
So I can't remember what number he was, 3, 4. I don't know. I don't think he was the number 1 pick. Third. So we would say that Sam Darnold is closer to the Mr. Irrelevant side than we would the 3rd pick of the first round. Right? So,
hey, Mom.
There's your, what's up, Mrs. Watkins? There's your,
Watkins. Hey, shout out to Mrs. Watkins.
Right,
hey,
you know what I'm saying, Jordan?
We'll be in Vegas next week. My bad.
There's your answer right there. If Brock Purdy isn't the guy, then why didn't Sam Darnold take his job? And he's the 3rd overall pick in the first round. Purdy must be something. He must be something.
And
Tom Brady
was
drafted in the 5th round, 6th.
Yeah, but Brock has shown it. Like there have been a couple of throws where he's made throughout the course of the last 2 years, right? Where I always go back to that one he made against Seattle this year in Seattle. I think he threw it right between 4 defenders to Ayuk for a touchdown. I was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. There was the one that he threw to Kittle against Jacksonville, right down the sideline, where there's somebody right there in his face. He made a couple throws with people in his face, even this past weekend, where it's like, you're a good quarterback if you can make those kind of throws, right? But at the same time, like I said, he's made a couple bad throws where now, look, of course, if you look at the stat sheet, as long as the defense doesn't take it away, it doesn't look a certain way. Like for me, honestly, who he kind of reminds me of, and I know a lot of people said Drew Brees. I get it. I understand it. And also I felt like Drew Brees, he was similar in terms of hey, he's going to give you some throws. Now, if you don't take advantage of them, that's on you. But in terms of, as of late the past few years, just in terms of some of the kind of luck or the certain turnover-worthy throws that he'll give you, it's Kirk Cousins. And I say that too, because think about the narrative around Kirk Cousins for a lot of people. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. Now, I wouldn't take him this year in Atlanta because, again, he's 36, coming off a torn Achilles. No, I ain't trying to deal with that.
Minnesota keeping Kirk.
I think so too. But the reason why I bring that up is because, again, Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. But what do we know Kirk Cousins for? Giving you those turnover-worthy throws, right? They're going to be there. Now it's up to you to make a play on them. And I think that's where, Brock kind of reminds me of in that circumstance.
I was about to say, he does the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what he reminds me of. But it's just been annoying, right? Seeing whether it's been on TV. Okay, Marcus saying that Cousins needs weapons. I guess I don't know what's Debo Samuel, what's Brandon Ayuk, what's George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and all those guys. But my point again being is it just feels like there has been so much lack of like context. We're talking about Brock Purdy and if he's good, not good, how good is he as of late. I'm tired of hearing about it. The dude's a good player. Like, let's give him that credit.
I'm damn sure gonna give him credit because we going to the Super Bowl next week. So I'm gonna give him his credit. Hey, he got us, to back, NFC championships. The man tore his elbow up. You know what I mean? He was rehabbing throughout this whole entire offseason. And now we're right back in the same position again, if not better. His numbers improved. So.
And Marcus is saying this too, but by the way, let's not forget, Kirk Cousins does have weapons. He has one of the best receivers in the league, Justin Jefferson. He has one of the best tight ends in the league with TJ Hawkinson. What's the dude? He went to Pitt and then transferred to USC. Jordan Addison, yes, thank you. Really good receiver. So no, they have their people. They have weapons in Minnesota. So let's not act like just because Kirk Cousins has this big contract that they can't give him weapons, because he has his weapons too.
And not only that, that's why I said, like, Detroit ain't guaranteed to get back to where they was. Detroit ain't guaranteed to win that division.
The NFC North next year is going to be a problem.
Absolutely. So, your play calling, Mr. Campbell, yeah, it may have cost you a trip to the Super Bowl ever. And because it ain't, you might not win your division next year, sir.
Say, because who's getting ready to also start making some playoff runs too. You see these coaching situation that we have going on in Atlanta. Hey, I'm on board. I'm on board.
It's the decision. It's absolutely the decision making. And I mean, Rams. I'm sorry, Falcons. Actually, I said that because my whole coaching staff is over there. And boy, who's going to have a great season in Atlanta next year? Van Jefferson.
That's a good. Ooh.
Van Jefferson is going to have.
That'd be fine with me.
Boy, he's going to have a B receiver type numbers. Drake going to be number 1. I can guarantee you Van will be the number 2 receiver on that team. You add a Kyle Pitts to that, they go, oh man, they go, wait, watch you see what my offensive coaches do with that talent.
I'll tell you, I'm ready for it. Meanwhile, speaking of, since we're talking about offensive coaches, anybody who's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and Christian even brought this up too, right? Y'all have fun with Arthur Smith, man. Y'all thought that what was their names? George Pickens and Deontay, all those guys. Y'all thought they were acting up and speaking out before. Wait till they get in that offense. Oh boy, y'all gonna have fun with Arthur Smith at Pittsburgh. I'm gonna tell you that much. Y'all have fun with that one. Also, let's see, Mom. Why you gotta hate on me?
I don't even know
what I do.
What?
She said this time of year I'm hating on anybody who's ever played football. What I do?
I'm confused.
I ain't do nothing.
Anybody who has ever played.
I ain't do nothing. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask her about that one. So what did I do? Yeah, but obviously I mean, like, I'm happy right now because my body doesn't feel sore. That's the best part about this time of year. Like, this part of the year and training camp. Those are the two things I do not miss about football. Is my body not being happy with myself. So shout out to that. Ooh, this is a good one. So Steve-O asked this question too. To y'all's rank on Purdy for the season. I had a feeling it was about the Falcons, Mom. That's what I thought. But you know what? It's okay. Like I said, we're in the right direction. I even brought my Falcons cup out today.
If you're talking quarterbacks,
you're definitely in the right direction.
I would say Purdy is at least 6 or 7 in the league.
And no lower.
Yeah, he's at least 6 or 7.
Yeah,
I mean, I've definitely got him in the top 10. So
easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's in my top 10. however the numbers fall, he's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Period.
He can get the job done.
Period. He's about to be a paid top 10 quarterback too.
Yeah. What? Is it 2 more years? I think before they start. Negotiating. And I know there are people going to be that they're going to start talking about how this number's this, number's that. Okay, well, here's my question for you. How many times have we seen, whether it's like a Big 12 offense or Hawaii had that one year? Y'all remember Colt Brennan? May he rest in peace. They put up the big numbers. Would you put because I think the year that Colt Brennan came out, I think that was the same year or around the same year as Matthew Stafford when he was coming out of Georgia. Now, Colt Brennan's numbers were better than Matthew Stafford's, but were you going to take Colt Brennan over Matthew Stafford? I don't think so. And obviously, Matthew Stafford's kind of proven that point, right, with his pro career. You think about, again, some of these Big 12 quarterbacks that have come out. Honestly, I feel like that's still part of the reason why Patrick Mahomes didn't go higher, because he was just in that Texas Tech offense with Cliff Kingsbury. You throw the ball around and you can put up 800 yards in a game and stuff like that. That it just because the numbers are there doesn't mean that so and so is like the better player. So I mean, like, look, I don't think anyone is going to take him over Patrick Mahomes, right? Like, I think there are a lot of people that are going to not take him over Josh Allen. Still some wouldn't do it. You want to take him over Lamar Jackson? I don't think. Like there are these. Once you get past that certain tier, though, there's like, okay, no, you have an argument over this person. You can have an argument over that person. Again, I'm not talking stats. Like, y'all, as both of y'all know, when I talk about like players' abilities and things like that, I don't talk stats. I'm talking about what do my eyes tell me. And again, like y'all both said, he's for sure a top 10.
Shout out Miss Debbie.
I think.
Sorry,
Hey, Miss Debbie. Shout out Miss Debbie.
Shout out to Debbie.
Like I said, I think he's a for sure top 6 guy. But I'm not all of a sudden going to say he's the best quarterback in the league. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Don't give up on the run. Why would you do that anyway?
You better not.
Why? You better not. I said you better not.
I've seen it before.
I said you better not. Oh.
I've seen it before.
Hey, Miss Debbie actually just called out 2 very ugly situations of Shanahan's coaching career.
I'll just say it like this. I'm going to keep it a buck. My biggest concern in this Super Bowl, honestly, is Kyle Shanahan. That's it. I'm not worried about the players.
Not the players.
I'm not worried about the talent. I'm not. I'm legit not worried.
The one place where I am, and again, this is what I said in terms of when I made the preseason prediction of, I thought that it was going to be, as he should be, but when I made the preseason prediction of thinking that the Eagles were going to be back because, again, the line of scrimmage, what I've been seeing as of late from the line of scrimmage from the 49ers has not been good enough. That's the thing for me, right? We all knew coming into this game, Detroit's MO and what they want to do, they want to be physical, right? And for, again, majority of that game before, the lines started panicking, the Lions were the more physical team. Even to an extent, like what the Packers were doing. They look like the more physical team.
He's on the Rams podcast right now. He's on the Rams podcast. Yeah, he's in the right place for sure.
But, even the Packers look like the more physical team. But now you're going up against who I think, obviously, we know the game record Chris Jones can be, right, up front. But also, you bring in Carl Laff. Now, it sucks that, I wanted to put a Minihue in this, but, obviously we saw he's done for the year. So I hope he has a speedy, full recovery. But, on the inside and the outside of that line, the Chiefs have some difference makers. I know that they were missing one of the guards in the last game, but I think because he was questionable, I would expect him to be ready for the Super Bowl. That's a good offensive line that Kansas City has. So I have questions. Like, can the front 4 defensively, and then of course that starting 5 on the O-line offense where San Francisco show up? Because that's my main question right now with 49ers, at least player-wise.
I'll say this. Now, this is my thing to go with what you just said, the line and everything like that. Kansas City Chiefs lost to Green Bay and to Detroit this season.
Mhm.
Niners beat both of them. I feel that if we play our style of football, this should be where it is. You know, we should just run the ball like crazy. I think Christian McCaffrey should be the MVP. If not Christian McCaffrey, I think you let Kittle seriously get busy this time.
Mm.
You know, I think he is one of the most unique. I'm not being biased. I'm just being honest. In all the way, all around, I take George Kittle over Kelsey.
I would
You know
agree.
what I mean?
I would agree.
So it's just I feel that, you know, once maybe I'm gonna be honest, I got maybe 2 throws out of Purdy, and then he settles down and he knows, all right, we in this game for real. Because I know it's gonna be either something short or it's gonna be way over somebody's head or something like that. Or now if he just come out just balling and he's on target for everything, then I'm excited about that. Also, what I'm excited about is Kansas City in the second half is one of the worst teams in the league. San Francisco is the best team in the second half in the league. So it's like the matchups that are happening is going to be very good matchups that I'm excited about. I'm just being honest. I feel
Sure.
like which is almost let's just be real. It's going to be the biggest task of them all is trying to get Kelsey to not get busy out there and let him do his thing. And then you try and put the game on those other receivers that
Mhm.
big games
Let's see how
where
many
their
catches
hands are.
Kadarius Toney has.
He's not even going to be there.
I think I know that. I
Vegas.
think I know that number.
My man ain't even going to be in Vegas.
Oh, he
You
might
know what
be
I'm
in
saying?
Vegas. He just won't be with the team.
Yeah, facts. But you know, and then another thing.
Hey, I'm on the team. No, you're not.
I keep hearing right. I keep hearing about this, you know, Pacheco, and all this and all that.
Oh.
Detroit running game was better than Pacheco.
That's
Like,
why it's
I'm
so
really-
frustrating that they went away from it.
I'm not, and that's my
They
point. Like,
went
I'm
away
just
from
not.
it.
This time, no joke, and I'm being brutally honest. And Dan can honestly attest to what I'm about to say. My biggest concern last Super Bowl was Jimmy G.
Facts.
There is no more Jimmy G. I have not been worried with Brock Purdy being there.
Facts.
So I'm just being honest, man. My biggest concern of it all, Kyle Shanahan. What kind of game are you going to call?
Kyle.
That's it.
Kyle, if you boy,
You know, you have no arguments for me.
hey, the scrutiny that
Tell me I'm lying at 9 gang. Tell me, faithful, if I'm lying.
The scrutiny that would hit Kyle Shanahan's front. I better not hear nobody say anything about Steve Wilkes. Not one word. Nope. I don't want to. Boy, Marcus, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. If you want to blame the players all the time. Don't say nothing about no coaching. If y'all ain't trying to blame Kyle Shanahan, then don't blame Steve Wilkes. Give that same love y'all give to Kyle Shanahan to Steve Wilkes. Give the same love. Because y'all love
right now,
Steve Wilkes this, Steve Wilkes that. Why did he call this? He can't be in the box. He needs to be on the field. Here, blah, 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 blah. This is what happens when this. It's always dissecting whatever Steve Wilkes is doing in the moment to be like, oh, this is the reason. Kyle Shanahan don't get none of that, boy. Oh,
hey,
but God lost that game to Green Bay. Ooh, you wouldn't have been talking about no Steve Wilkes. Oh, no. No,
And they lost the game last week. It wouldn't be talking about Steve Wilkes.
That's my point.
One offense looked a whole lot better than the other one did for a good bit of that game.
I meant, my bad. I didn't mean Green Bay. I meant Detroit. That's
I was just saying. I was just saying you could use either or.
I guess, but I meant it more for Detroit than I would have for Green Bay. Right, Steve-O. Wilkes can't tackle nobody.
He ain't the only one, apparently.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Mr. Chase Young, where are you? I need you to respond. I need you to step up, bro.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, it's the whole point. That's the most expensive defensive line in football. And now you got to go up against one of the most elusive quarterbacks. Like, that's the thing, too. Right? You're going from Jared Goff, who is like your true 2000s, 1990s pocket kind of quarterback, against this dude 15, who I know we don't think of him as a runner, right? Like that's not what he is. But when it matters, that's when he kills you. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm never to discredit Patrick Mahomes. I'm never to discredit him. Yeah. I know he's great. I feel like, hey man, it's a funny little itch, bro. Just all I'm gonna say to y'all, man, the way I'm feeling, something just feels a little different this year. I'm just don't let us win.
It's the glasses, ain't it?
No, I already told you, and I just don't want to hear this shit, man. That's not our only thing, man. Like, I know it's coming. And I'm just like, man, this some bullshit, man.
Man, I live out here. You think you don't want to hear it? No, I live 20-something miles away from the stadium. I'm hearing fireworks outside of my apartment. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm about to see how many sky miles I have just in case something doesn't go the way I wanted to later on this month. I got to go home. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here.
Jordan, do it. Because I'm hunting all y'all. I promise you. Oh boy. Look. That face that Dan is making, he know. Boy, y'all.
Hey, also, I would Terror Dome, I wish you were
y'all have no idea how ruthless I'm gonna be.
I wish Terror Dome was in here right now, because I need him to say this again. I need him to actually say it. This is one of my favorite quotes right here. I love it.
When I literally say I got just a small sample size back in 2018, a small sample size, because the 49ers up 10 was on their way to victory. We was
2020.
At 2020. No, 2020.
Yeah, that was February 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
We was damn near it was almost like a presidential election in that bitch. It was damn near everybody was succeeding, all right, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Good game. Niners about to get that thing. It was kind of them vibes. Because football fucking people, we understand when you got only so much time left and you up 10, 2 possessions, 2 good defenses. You know what I'm saying? We understand how crucial fucking possessions are, right? We understand that.
Just walk off the show because we're gonna talk about being up 2 possessions.
Dan fucking Campbell, that because
I'm out of here.
Because it's just ridiculous, dog. It's mind-boggling.
That didn't even have nothing to do with Dan Campbell. That didn't have nothing to do with Dan Campbell. You know exactly where my mind went.
Mine did, because it was just ridiculous. I know where yours went, Jordan, but I'm thinking to myself, just understanding how important possessions are and understanding what points look like. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there, I was kind of I was happy for Rod, but not really, because he had already kind of, was feeling himself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because
I've been quiet football all year.
because
I've been quiet
we
all year.
understand football. So I was
It
just
will
like,
humble
man,
you.
I'm about to have to hear this motherfucker, man. I'm like, man, all right, whatever. Well, because we was kicking it in Florida. So we was already having a good time. And so it was like, cool. But it wasn't going to be a good time because Gail was with us and she a Chiefs fan. So somebody was going to be upset. And Gail was already kind of getting to the point where she was like, man, this, damn. So it was just going to be that type of vibe. Somebody was going to be extremely happy. Other people was just going to be over there like, man, past that, dog. Like, this some bullshit, man. Like, when Patrick Mahomes came back, if you could have been a fly on the wall to see Rod, y'all don't know what heartbreak looks like until you. Oh, what I'm saying is, I should say this, Jordan.
I do.
If you have not seen what heartbreak looks like on another person, dog, it's an interesting sight. It's like your heart goes out to him because it's like, damn, like,
especially when you're an athlete. So you already know what goes into it. That's why.
Damn,
like, you understand.
Listen,
like, you're an ex-athlete. You understand why I'm this way. But now I'm not. Well,
Rod was done, dog. He was done. Gail, happy, excited. I mean, crying, happy. Like, because she didn't think it was going to happen. None of us did. So it was just, it was shocking. So hopefully y'all can get that payback. Gots to pay back.
That's how we should come out. That's what we should have in the boom box. That's Terradome. We should have James Brown, big payback coming out of the boom box. I know it's a different generation, but we just need to come out. They gotta understand. That. Oh my gosh!
They gotta understand.
Okay, yeah. Now you done got me hyped, boy. Man, done got.
Also, too,
about to make me play that.
Like Terradome, too. I want to give some context to this, right? Shit. Because
I'm mad.
No, I want to give some context to this because y'all, as the two of y'all know, right? Like, I don't change up things just because something doesn't work out. Like, I'll be like, okay, cool, it worked out, and I still don't like it. That's my thing with Dan Campbell. A lot of the decisions that he's made to go for it on fourth down, I also didn't agree with, even if they worked out or not. I mean, you go back to the Dallas game, right? Now, let's remember. Now, we can talk about how bad it was of the officiating, not getting the eligible receiver, not like, I hear it. Once you didn't get it, though, those first two plays, take the points, man. Just go to overtime.
Just go to overtime.
Because, yeah, the play call, the missed call by the official was bad. But you being too aggressive in that moment, that cost you a chance for that game on Sunday. That game could have been in Detroit.
Number 2 seed.
They could have had the 1 seed. They were still around for the 1 seed. Who knows how San Francisco plays that LA Rams game differently week 18 if Detroit still has a chance to get the 1 seed?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
No, we'll never know. But again, that's my point. Is like I just wanted to bring that up to say like
because of the
no. I know. I'm just
extra. I know. It's the extra. It's the assistant coach of the 49ers. That's Dan Campbell, the other assistant. You know what I'm saying? And
shout out to Dan Campbell. Hey, your check is in the mail, G.
Right.
Jay, you put it in escrow.
Right. I mean, could you imagine, like, Dan Campbell? No coach in the world will ever come from the Dan Campbell tree. No, let me repeat myself. No homegrown coach of Dan Campbell's, a guy that he has known or brought in off the street or has never had a job before. Nobody will come from the Dan Campbell tree.
I saw this tweet the other day. I thought it summed it up perfectly. I said, Dan Campbell's the type of guy that'll say, hit me when he's at 21 on blackjack. That's the kind of guy he is.
Hey, y'all, these are free jokes we giving y'all out tonight, man. Y'all can't get these jokes anywhere, man.
My man said,
21.
hit me.
Hit me.
Hit me.
My man said, but you got the 21. I'm trying to see if I can split.
Maybe I can get the 42.
Maybe I can get
Or he on that booger sugar and just didn't even know he got 21. It was dumbass.
He was out there snorting it with Marcus.
Boy.
off butt cheeks.
Off the butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks.
Shout out to Marcus, man. Marcus ignorant, boy. I can only imagine. Hey, if we win, I definitely want Marcus on the next show, dog. I can only imagine some of his look, there he goes.
See, I just want to know, like, here's one thing that might make me go to a 49ers parade.
Sorry, Auntie. My bad. Sorry, Auntie.
Sorry, Mom.
And Miss Watkins.
All right, sorry, Mom.
Apologize.
I'm just curious.
But
Like,
it's
I might have to if the Niners win the Super Bowl and there's a parade out here in the Bay, I might have to run into Marcus because I just want to know, does he lag in person the same way his connection does when he actually is on the show? Like, is it the same thing? Like, I just want to see it. Like, did y'all see that? What was that movie? Was it Zootopia? Where they had the sloth behind the little registrar and the sloth acts real slow. Like, I want to know, is that how Marcus is too when you see him in real life? I'm just curious. I'm
gonna get with Marcus, man. I'm
not that Charlie Sheen.
That Charlie Sheen energy.
You don't want that Charlie Sheen energy, bro. I promise you that. Don't that boy got some? You don't want that. You don't want that, my boy.
Stay away from Charlie Sheen.
I mean, part of the reason why he got that is because he's been going off the cheeks too. So who knows? Maybe that is what Marcus.
You don't want that Charlie Sheen energy, Marcus. Hey, my man.
Y'all gotta relax, man.
Gotta relax. Like, you know, damn, dog. You know, hey, boy, you Google what Charlie Sheen got, dog. You got about 3 things, dog. Gotta relax.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's funny right there.
Ooh, that's funny. I want you to have fun and all, but God damn. Sheesh. Charlie is going through right now. Don't let that hologram fool you.
My man, he done been through it.
That AI generation fool you, my boy.
That man been through it, y'all.
Do some things.
Yes, he has.
That man been through it.
Yes, he has.
You don't want that.
That YOLO, and that YOLO was for real.
I mean, like, he was like, I'm taking it seriously.
Second half was overwhelming for Detroit. Man, Detroit was out of gas going into halftime.
They wasn't out of gas. They was out of coaching.
Once they didn't kick that field, when they didn't kick that field goal to go up 17 points again, that's when I was like, I heard like the Niner players even said it, right? Like the Niner players said, they're like, we had a feeling they were going to go for it. We wanted them to go for it. You know how crazy it is to hear your opponent say, we want you to go for it on 4th down. But they knew it too.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, just be smart. Like, at what point? I know you want to eat kneecaps, but at some point you got to put the fork and knife down. So we need you to put the utensils down.
Barbarian.
You dig what I'm saying? And it's time to be serious now. You can't eat kneecaps all the time. Sometimes you got to take a break and drink some water. We need you to drink water right now and kick these field goals, my guy. What are you doing? What are you doing? And you mean to tell me somebody in the front office is not saying to him, you can't eat kneecaps all the time? Come on, dog. Come on, man. Like, we know football, dog.
But
like,
you know,
we supposed to just be okay with these decisions and be like, well, he's gone for it before. No.
Oh,
Yesterday's price is not today's price. So what if he went for it in the regular season in different situations and whether he had to go for it or not? We've seen the dumbness on national TV already. We've seen what he did in Dallas. Everybody saw. So we already knew he had the dumb gene in him. We already knew he didn't want to take the kneecap out of his mouth.
The thing for me is just like I almost want to look at the whole eating kneecaps thing is the way that Bubba on Forrest Gump views how you cook shrimp, right? Right. Bubba done told us there are many ways you can cook shrimp. There's the grilled shrimp, there's boiled shrimp, like you got all these different ways you can do it, right? So my thing with that being, sometimes maybe you need to do the slow cooker way for eating the kneecaps, right? Like, hey, listen, you don't have to get everything right now. You don't have to get everything right now. And that's what I'm saying. Like, take the points. If you take the points here, yeah, that might not be the most aggressive way, right? That might not be what you want your brand to be. I'll tell you this much. I'd rather want my brand to be a winning brand than it is an aggressive brand, right? Like, is that not the end of the day what you want it to be? And
what
so
did Herman Edwards say, Jordan?
You play to win the game. Hello? But again, that's what I'm saying in terms of just like, in my opinion, like you want to talk about eating kneecaps and all this good stuff. All right, cool. If you ate the kneecaps, but you kicked the field goals and you punted the ball when you're supposed to and all that stuff, can you still not eat the kneecaps that way? That's what I'm saying. Like that's the slow roast way. That's the slow cooker way. Right. It didn't have to be in the air fryer where it's ready in 10 minutes.
He want them raw, Jordan. He want the kneecaps right off the knee.
Yeah, and I agree with that one, Christian. He coached like a player, not a coach. I agree.
Keyshawn said that. Yeah, he did. He did say that. He did coach like a player. Dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches are the one that's supposed to protect the players from themselves. Who's protecting him?
So I always love to tell people, sometimes coaches have the biggest egos in all of this. I know we like to talk about the players.
Who is protecting him? Who is protecting him?
That's the point. He's in Detroit. He's Teflon. He's Teflon. You hadn't been to the playoffs in what 30-something years. You hadn't won a road game. What was it, 1957? I think it was. Oh, he can get whatever he wants. Exactly whatever. Like that's what I was saying in our group.
I can't wait to go back to Detroit. I can't wait.
I believe it.
I can't wait to go back to Detroit. I can't wait.
I don't think we play them next year.
I can't wait. Y'all gonna have all that energy, bro. Oh, I can't wait. And I know how the NFL works right now because we know the script, right?
Oh, here we go.
All I'm saying is this, Jordan. Peep this. I feel like the Rams and Detroit will be the first game of the season. Like for us, like I feel like that'll be the first game of the season because of their first playoff win was against us. The whole Matt Stafford returning home, that whole bullshit, that whole narrative storyline. I feel like the first game of the season on our schedule is probably going to be Detroit, and I would be very happy with that decision. I hope the script writers
be happy with.
Script writers, please let that happen. I want everybody to be healthy. I want everybody to be good because I want to beat their ass right in Detroit. Kicking the season off. Hey, you guys will never get back to the NFC Championship again, and we're going to start it off that way. We're going to start the season off with you losers losing again. This is Dan Campbell predicted it. He said we may not ever get back to having this chance again. That boy was prophetic, and it's going to start with us.
Oh, wow.
I hope.
I think the thing of it with me, though, once again, like I said on Monday, CJ Gardner, you a hoe. You ran from the smoke after you said all that bullshit. I'm still on your throat.
I know that hit that he had on Debo on the pick, that was so soft. That was so soft.
Yeah. And then he wanted to turn his comments off. Oh shit.
That's when you can always tell.
Oh shit.
When the comments go off, you can always tell.
My
He
man,
cut him back
he
on,
couldn't
but
take it.
still, yeah. But it's after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like you should. You was talking that all year, and now all of a sudden you got here. You don't want the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want none of that.
You a hoe. You a hoe, bro.
And that wasn't even a
Real
healthy
talk.
Debo.
That yeah. So only imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like you just didn't want that smoke, bro. You didn't want it. It's understandable.
Yeah. Hey, let them know, Christian. I'm starting to now. I want that smoke. Tell the Rams to come on through. Yeah. Let them know. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll start talking now.
Yeah, let them know. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh.
You listen. Y'all done messed up giving me a black GM and a black head coach at the same time. You know,
At the
messed up.
same damn time.
In
Right.
a black
Hold up.
city.
In a black city.
In a black city. Oh my gosh. They done gave these folks the wrong thing. Look what you did with the church's money. Look what
It's
they
up
did
until
to my
up until
business.
we go 0-1 week 1. I'm gonna talk a little different around these parts now. But then I just know because it's the Falcons, we're gonna start off 0-1. This is what we do.
No, man, y'all. Hey, I got a little faith in y'all, man. Y'all can't just go
I do.
like that. Start off the year, bro.
Well, look, like I mean,
Y'all got a new coach.
and the division sucks.
True.
If we figure this whole quarterback thing out, whatever way we go about it, we are the best team in the division.
Hey, where y'all picking the draft?
Right now, we're 8th.
Y'all 8.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Ooh.
You Jordan, let's talk about this. Because everybody know, we know what the Super Bowl is. We're gonna have plenty of time to talk about 49ers and Chiefs. Let's talk about this, Jordan. Do you trade the 8th pick and go talk to Chicago?
Now you're getting somewhere. Let's
think-
start it.
I think they're already talking.
With who?
Talking with Chicago.
Chicago.
I think they're already talking. The reason
Man,
why I
you
say
talking
that,
Caleb.
well, see, I'm not even talking Caleb because I think Chicago's
Chicago's going to take
Caleb. So we're
Yeah.
talking Justin.
Yeah.
So you think that it's a wrap for Fields?
The thing for me that's just so tough with all of this is that like look at all the changes, right, that Chicago's already made. Got a new OC, got a new
Right.
DC. I'm pretty sure they're making all these different changes. And now it's all about what you call it. What's the head coach? Doggone it. Anyway, Chicago's head coach. He ain't the black man, so that don't matter to me. But this is his Eberflus. This is his final stand,
what a
right?
name.
Yeah, Matt Eberflus.
Sound like a cold. You ever had the Eberflus?
Yeah.
Man.
It never sounded right. I never could say his name properly.
That sound like after COVID.
Coach.
I was about to say, Dan, get ready. You might need a vaccine for that one too.
Coach
Coach E.
Coach E.
Like I said, it's just, I mean, if you're on that side of things, right? If you're the GM, you're the head coach, you got to go all in on this one, right? Like this is your last chance for you get fired, which is why it wouldn't surprise me to see them go in a different direction, especially if everyone says, they think Caleb Williams is going to be what Caleb Williams can be. And look, obviously, we're going to have an extra. Well, hopefully it'll be a 2nd round pick. It depends on what happens with Calvin Ridley, right? If he gets re-signed, I think by any extension he gets, any big extension he gets, I think we get a 2nd round pick for it. So
That's dope.
I think, we could use that in that. But yeah, man, because like I just don't think of like the 3 quarterbacks that have been talked about a lot. They're going to be there at 8, right? Obviously, Caleb Williams ain't going to be there. I don't think what's North Carolina do? Drake May, he won't be there.
Washington is taking him.
Yeah, and then I don't think Jaden Daniels will be around at 8 either. So like if you're going to try to take a quarterback, you got to move up.
You guys.
What about Washington?
I mean, look, I'm a big fan of Michael Penix. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
Y'all know that.
If he's there at 8,
listen, I'm with you.
Hey. Is that
He had to take the glasses off.
Nah.
He had to take the glasses off.
Nah. I never mind. I'm high
If
because
he,
I sure was
if,
picking Vic, and I was like, never mind. Nah.
if
nah,
he's
you
the,
don't
if
run
he's
like
there,
that.
They
if
just
he's
black
there at
lefties.
8,
That's it. That's the only
Boy,
comparison.
exactly,
They're
and that's why I said,
lefties.
nah. Yeah, I'm high.
if he's there at 8, I'm taking him. So this is the other thing, Jordan. So Denver has already expressed that they want to move up to the number 1 pick to draft Caleb Williams. So
hold on one second, Dan. Just real quick. I got to get this off my chest.
Sure.
Steve-O, look, I don't know how I block people from tuning in and watching the show, but I'm blocking your ass from watching the show. All right, you are no longer welcomed and invited again to Sports Laugh and Chill. I don't want to see you anymore. If I can find out, I know we got 18,000 people in here, but if I can find a way to see who one person is of that 18,000 and it's you, I'm finding a way to cut your access off this show. We ain't getting no damn Jimmy G. All right, let's cut that now. I don't want no damn Jimmy G anywhere around Atlanta. You can say dang all you want. I do not care. All right, like for a couple reasons. One, Jimmy G is trash. I done said this plenty of times, and then also that boy, we all know how he is about his looks and all that stuff. I do not need him in a city with Magic City and Blue Flame and all these other fine establishments that we have. All right, he does not need to be in Atlanta. You need to cut it out. Oh my goodness,
Brett Favre 2.0.
Yeah, he just might be. So, all right, sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to address that one real quick. I had to address it.
Hey, hi, Miss
not one
Watkins.
coach.
Hi, Mom. I love you, but Mom, no. Like I said, I had to address it.
Yeah, it is. It literally, it is not one coach on that staff that is recommending Jimmy G come to Atlanta. Not happening. Not happening. That's not happening. But yeah, for sure. Like big facts, man.
Hey, Jacqueline.
I'm messing with you, Steve-O. It's all love, man. It's all love.
Yeah, it's all love, Steve. You good. Jacqueline, bang, bang, Niner gang. We in this thing. Number 6. It's coming.
All these.
Yep, look at them. They don't want to hear.
6, 13. All of the major.
They don't want to hear me.
Man.
25 years of his dad winning when he was in Denver. Christian McCaffrey's dad was there in Denver. Hey, man. Sun don't shine, the sun don't shine.
Oh, you poor babies waiting so long to win another Super Bowl. Like you got 5. I'm so sorry that you got to wait so long.
How many we have? We have 5.
Yeah,
we got 5 on it. We got 5
thankful.
on everything, man.
Be thankful. All right. We got 0.75 of a Super Bowl ring.
We know you a noob. That's it. We know you.
We got 3. We got 3.
What? 3 what?
Championships.
Yeah.
Championships. Ooh. The Rams.
They do.
Yes.
Oh, NFC championships. 3 NFC championships?
No. 3 NFL championships. 3 of them things, my boy. Better go do the research. Better go look it up. Oh, yeah.
Boomerang for them people who don't know that.
Straight up, though. Hey, but no, getting back. Jordan, if Denver trades for the number 1 pick, they talk about going to get Caleb Williams. That would obviously mean that Chicago is keeping Justin Fields.
Right.
Where do you go from there?
I think then you trade up. So, like,
who's that for?
I would have to look at, and that was the point. I got to look at what the draft order is.
Gotcha.
Just to figure that out. Because I know there are going to be some teams that draft up in front of you that actually don't need to get a quarterback. Right. So it's like, okay, maybe that's who you can trade up with. And you take their pick because it's like, okay, we weren't going to take a quarterback anyway, so boom, we go with them. I just got to see what it is.
Christian.
Hey,
Christian, you invited to the barbecue. You just can't bring the potato salad though.
Yeah, don't do that. Also, Christian, I told you I had a challenge for you earlier. You didn't let the people know about my Eugene Robinson reference earlier.
He sure
I need
did.
you to I need you to be on top of that one.
Slipping on your pimping. Slipping on your pimping, homie.
He's still invited though. Don't get me wrong. He's still invited. Still invited.
Yeah, he acting like a black person. You know how you know, players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he did.
I mean, even one of the best Obama gifts ever, right? Like he's walking out the White House and he checked like, wait, I forgot something.
I want to look this up right now.
Hey, Dan, where y'all drafting at?
That's a good question. I think we at.
Y'all do have a first rounder, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bow.
Christian's hilarious, man. He is hilarious.
All right. So the people in front of y'all, okay, are New England, Arizona, the Chargers, the Giants, and the Titans.
Arizona or the Chargers, you can trade with them, with one of those two.
I'd say the Chargers.
Now, this is your problem with Arizona. Arizona plans on getting Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's okay. Well, I mean, and there might be a situation where, again, like let's just look at the teams, right, that are there. Okay, again, Chicago, we still got to figure that out. What direction they're gonna go? Right. Because you could say they might be the team that gets Marvin Harrison Jr. If they don't get a quarterback and they stay with Justin, that could be what they do to pair him with DJ Moore and give him weapons.
Yeah, buddy.
But this is the thing. Caleb Williams will be the number 1 pick overall. Period. Point.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Caleb Williams will be the number 1 pick overall. And depending on what Denver offers Chicago, you might have to waive bye to Marvin Harrison because Denver is all the way down at 12.
Right.
They're at 12. So you can hang it up on Marvin Harrison. He's gone. The chance that I think you have is actually at number 5 with the Chargers.
I'd agree. I think 4 or 5.
That's your and maybe even the Giants. Those maybe. But the Chargers, I think you got a chance because Washington is dead set on taking a quarterback.
Yes.
They're not moving at number 2. If they can move to number 1, they would. Now, that may be the scary part for y'all. Because if Washington says we want Caleb Williams and they move up to number 1 and give the Panthers the number 2 pick, then there goes Marvin Harrison.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I don't disagree, but that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I think 4 or 5 is that spot if we want to get a Jaden Daniel. Because again, Arizona, I think they're stuck with Kyler Murray, regardless.
New England,
right?
what?
So,
New England goes what?
New England goes to quarterback. Yeah.
Who get rid of Mac Jones?
So they're gonna get Jaden Daniels with
Mac Jones.
They could go Drake May. I mean,
Drake May is gone at number 2, Washington.
But again, like see, that's what's so much fun about this whole situation, right? Like
exactly.
I know what we're saying. Like again, we can talk about things of what Chicago does, what they don't do. They hold all of the power in these situations, right? Absolutely. And that's why, like, because I know I had some, my friends have been texting me for a while. Oh, who do you think the Falcons are going to get now? It's like I don't know because I don't know what Chicago is going to do yet. Like I've been saying that every time. Like I haven't done a mock draft or anything like that because it's like I don't know what Chicago's going to do yet. Yeah. Like they really do set the table and all these different domino effects of what's going to happen in the draft. Whether it's again, do they keep Justin, and if they do keep him, do they trade back? Who do they trade back with? Like there's just all in the air. Like again, like I said, for just right now, the way I'm looking at the draft order. I'm looking at it in terms of just, again, if I'm making a trade right now, just based off how things look right now today, who would the Falcons be best trading for or trading with? And again, it's 4 or 5. If you want to get a Jaden Daniels, it's got to be 4 or 5 with the Cardinals or the Chargers.
We got the number 22 pick, by the way. Deuce.
I forgot what it's like drafting that late in the first round.
I hope we draft last.
I certainly didn't think to be at the bottom half of the draft.
Oh, we know you didn't.
Just started.
We know you did.
I was fighting for top 5. I was fighting for the top 5, baby. I did not think we would be here. So, I mean, I hope. I don't know. We might get a dope ass corner. We might. I'm hoping that Michael.
Yeah, y'all need to replace Witherspoon. Trash.
Rent 'em spoons. Like when I like literally, dog. Like when I say that dude is trash. No.
When
I say he plays
Niner, right?
like trash.
Yep.
He plays like trash. That dude can't guard nothing. He's literally just out there to like run on the field.
Oh, we know. We know all about him. Why you think he left?
Hey,
why you think we got rid of him years ago?
You got rid of him, and now you have Isaiah.
What a great draft last year. What a great.
He don't even see the field. He don't even see the field.
What a great draft.
Trash for trash. That's all we did. We'll take your trash for your trash.
Wait to this draft because I know we got some great picks too, boy. Yeah, we got some great picks. Thank you, Raheem, for the 3rd compensatory pick, my guy. Appreciate that. One this year and one next year. Really appreciate that.
Hey, where do you think Bowers is gonna go from Georgia? Tight end. Tight end.
I have him being picked up by. Wait a minute, game changer. I forgot Chicago had their own bad season. They had number 9.
Yes, they are.
Ooh.
If you can flip, wait, they got Komet in Chicago?
Yes, they do. You know where I think Brock Bowers would really be a good fit? Chargers.
Anywhere?
Well, yes.
You think he's going number 5?
But listen, I think he's
gotta help Herbert out.
I think he's
big
that
time.
Good.
But number 5?
They would have a nasty offense.
But think about this too. When's the last time?
If you the Chargers, you could trade. If you want Brock Bowers, you can trade back for him.
You might not be able to trade that far back.
I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know about that.
I'm saying like top 12, you should be fine to get him.
Or maybe you trade to pick 8. But I'm just saying, like, here's the thing though. This is what I'm saying. Like when I'm thinking about Brock Bowers with Jim Harbaugh. When's the last time we saw Jim Harbaugh in the NFL, right? With the Niners. You know who ate? He was an athletic tight end, right? Vernon Davis. He ate, right, with Jim Harbaugh. Now you got this dude again, Brock Bowers. Again, if some of y'all, especially I know we got a lot of people on the West Coast that tune into. If you didn't watch that much of Georgia football, Brock Bowers is that dude. Like, if he might be the best player in this draft, if you were to take away like just position importance, Brock Bowers might be the best player in this draft. And so the way I'm looking at it is, you're telling me you give Jim Harbaugh that elite talent, an elite talent at quarterback and an elite tight end. And, you know, we still got to see what they got to do with some of the contract situations with receivers, but you give them also some good receivers on the outside where they keep their receivers. Oh, my goodness. Dog.
I don't think he slips past 6 because 6 is the Giants. 6 is the Giants.
Well, they have Darren Waller, so I don't think they pick him.
Shit, he on his last leg now. You getting younger.
Might trade Darren Waller at this point.
Yeah, like I would release his ass. Yeah.
Who's his who's his wife again, Dan? Who's Darren Waller's wife again?
Hey, and look who just hit the last thing. It's an inside joke, y'all. I'm sorry. That man.
Oh man,
you said that. You don't know who his wife is?
Yeah, you do.
WNBA chick.
Kelsey Plum.
You know, nigga.
Like,
Hey, my man was really sitting there puzzled.
There you go,
He
Christian.
didn't know who the hell you're
Help him
talking
out,
about.
Christian. Help him out, Christian. Also known as the all-time leading scorer in women's D1 history, to Kelsey Plum at University of Washington.
so he's dating up.
Yeah, he is
Married.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
they're
think-
married.
Yeah, and I think
Yes.
she's a two-time champion now too. With the Aces.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. They got long paper.
There's only one person that's gonna have a ring in that house. Well, multiple rings, I should say.
Oh, let's say, wait a minute.
Hey, man.
Multiple rings.
Hey, man, let's keep it a buck. Darren Waller fell way off. Because
I
when
don't
he
know
was
what happened.
with the
He's-
Raiders,
He's got to
He
be
was
injured or
a
something. He's got to
baller.
be injured or something.
he
he
did get
was
injured.
hurt some
Yeah,
this
he
year,
did
yeah.
get injured.
He got
Yeah,
it.
he
But
did
again,
get injured. I had him in
quarterback
fantasy.
situation ain't good, man.
Yeah.
That quarterback situation is not good. And not even like, you know what? I don't even want to beat on Daniel Jones too much, and or what's the name? Tommy Cutlets, DeVito, whoever. Yeah. And Christian, you're right. I think she's like less than 150 points away. Talking about Caitlin Clark of passing Kelsey Plum. Shout out Caitlin Clark. Like, that's a show. Caitlin Clark is a show. But that offensive line in the Giants is so bad. It's hard to do anything in that offensive line. Running the ball, throwing the ball, you name it.
So do the Giants go after a lineman?
They might have to. I mean, I think they only have one franchise guy up front, and that's Andrew Thomas at left tackle. That's it. So they might have to go after one.
Go get you a right tackle.
You might need to. Maybe they trade back,
Guard.
get old dude from Oregon State, Fuaga. He's a dude.
Damn, the Jets got the 10th pick?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
They need everything.
Well, they don't need secondary. They don't need corners.
They go on offensive line for sure. For sure. They're going
That'd be a
offensive
good
line.
idea.
For sure. I don't know where on the line, but they going offensive line.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Somebody's losing their job on that offensive line. Yeah.
And then
facts.
Minnesota has 11.
Minnesota can surprise us and take a quarterback too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Christian, that was a great game too, by the way. That LSU South Carolina game. Also, shout out Colorado, because remember, Colorado gave LSU their first loss of the year.
Yep.
That was in Vegas.
I wouldn't know shit about that.
I'm telling you, man, I can talk women's college basketball all day.
They need to lower the rims for these chicks, man.
No, they
Put
don't.
the rims at 9.
No,
Put
they
the
don't.
rims at 9 feet, man.
No, they don't.
I want to see some dunks. You gotta
I
do
want to see some dunks. Too
No, they
fundamentally sound to be just up there laying the ball up, man. That shit is trash, man.
You know what I've realized, like, about the women's game and like the comparison I,
I
make
can't
to
wait
it
till I
now.
see a woman dunk them.
You might as well go to a YMCA game and watch a game.
I'm just saying, you know what I've realized? They are like the Spurs, back in like the 2000s,
Yeah.
right? Where it's just
Yeah.
like you want to talk about you like basketball. No, you might like basketball if it looks a certain way, right? Because like those Spurs teams, if you wanted the flashy people dunking and crossing over, that wasn't the team for you, right? Because they're gonna be all about, like you said, the fundamentals, back picks, and screens and cuts away from the ball, stuff like that. Well, the women's game's like that too. But I'll tell you this much: what's really fun about it right now, especially one of the biggest shows that we have,
That they
in
ain't
even
showing
the
it.
men's game.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, I'm just saying, even in the men's game, is how far away. Yeah, you terrible for that, by the way. How far away can that boy number 30 in Golden State shoot? Right, you don't tune in to watch Stephen Curry dunk. You watch him shoot threes. You might do the same thing with Dame. Like, there's only a couple of guys where you might tune in and be like, ooh, he might give us that poster this game or that game. Well, guess what? Again, I'm telling you, some of these women, like I know I said Caitlin Clark already, but obviously they're gonna have that showdown. I think All-Star Weekend this year, Sabrina Ionescu against Steph. Like, Just think about what excites you and what you like to see a lot in certain men's
Bruh.
games. They're doing it now.
Bruh.
So
Women's
hold
game.
on,
They-
Rod,
they-
hold on.
they-
I
they
wanted,
just-
I wanted to let Jordan finish. And just say that was a compelling argument. Compelling.
Facts.
And
Facts.
I love
Look
the
what
fact,
they trying to
I
draw
love the
in money
analogy
to the
of the San
WNBA.
Antonio Spurs and how fundamentally sound they were and how they just, stuck to the game plan. It wasn't flashy, all of that shit. I will just say this. We don't want to watch 32 Spurs teams. We don't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We don't.
Yeah, of course.
We do not want to watch 32 Spurs teams.
Yeah.
We just don't.
Yeah.
We want to see Steph shoot and with a girl.
Tell
and
him, Christian.
everybody shooting from distance.
Tell him, Christian.
Guess what?
Yeah, exactly. Tell him,
we
Christian.
We want to spruce it up a little bit. We good on that. I'm
Hey,
good on
there's
that.
exceptions to all rules. I mean, Gregory Hines loved, the WNBA back in the day. He's the first man I knew that wore a WNBA jersey. I didn't even know they sold him. But
I think I got two.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
Shout out the Atlanta Dream.
They're the most like dynamic pickup games to watch with females.
I'm just saying, we out here talking about people dunking the ball. I ain't showing up to no NBA game to watch Derrick Jones Jr.
Who?
Exactly. Exactly.
But
that's my point.
Jr. ain't the only person dunking.
He ain't dunk, but what is the one thing that he can do? Dunk.
I don't even know who he is.
His nickname is literally airplane mode because that's like what he does. He jumps out the gym.
What team does he play for?
Left
I don't even
hand.
know anymore.
Left hand.
I don't even know. He was with Miami for a while.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. It just
I
took
don't
me
know
a
where he
minute.
is now. Yeah.
don't
Or
matter.
like, what's the white dude that they had from the G League? Matt McClung.
He
I ain't showing up to watch Matt
Orlando's
McClung.
G League. I watched him the other night.
I ain't showing up to watch him play just because he might dunk the ball. I'll try. Like honestly, I'm gonna give you all the real. I hate the way the NBA is being played right now. All these 140 to 150 games. I hate it.
It's
Take the
it's
defensive
all-star
teams
games.
out.
They
Take the
all
defensive
all-star
teams
games.
out. Take the defensive teams out because there is no such thing as defensive players in the league anymore. Nobody takes
I hate
pride in
it.
playing defense. Nobody. They was
Also,
talking
like-
about that on Gil's arena today,
Mhm.
and they was talking about that. And I was like, man, if only these kids knew like the fundamentals along with the game now. Y'all way
That's what
more
I'm-
athletic than us. Way
But
more.
see, like to your point though, right? Like because you brought up the big word with it, fundamentals. And since the fundamentals are missing in the NBA game, guess where I know I can see some fundamentals. So guess where I'm gonna tune in to watch? Women's college basketball.
Yeah, but they ain't doing nothing out there. They
See?
ain't doing nothing.
See, come
They
on,
ain't doing
Rod.
nothing.
Hey,
They've been in the league. They've been around for 30 years or 20 years or something, brother.
how long was the NBA around
they ain't
before it started
moving no
popping
needle.
off?
I don't know. I wasn't around for it. I just know
Okay.
when I was alive, my first year in this thing, a man named Magic.
Well, yeah.
Started
Well, remember,
everything up,
remember
so.
what the narrative about Magic was, right? He and Larry Bird saved the NBA. Like you had dudes dunking and all that around then too, but they had to save that game for some kind of reason. So it took some time. Give the woman time.
But guess what they had to do? They had to bring the entertainment portion to
oh,
it.
for sure.
Who's entertaining in the W? I can't name one entertaining WNBA player. Like
Asia
somebody
Wilson,
that I'll be like,
Sabrina
oh shoot.
Ionescu. I mean, well, again, it's like my question
No.
is, what do you
No.
view as entertaining?
Get me to go about a move. Like I don't even say
Oh no, there's plenty
It's
of those.
rare.
There's plenty of those in the WNBA. Plenty. Go watch Arike Gumbawale in Dallas.
I can't even spell that.
That's fine. I can't spell Antetokounmpo, but I know how good he is. I can spell Greek freak.
Facts.
Facts. Facts.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm letting you know they got some hoopers over on that side too that
I'm
They are
never
very
discrediting
entertaining.
that they
very
can't. Yeah,
entertaining.
I
I'm
could
just
never
saying.
discredit them and say that. I couldn't. No, I'm not gonna do that. There
Y'all
are
been
some
to a
women that can
WNBA
hoop
game
for real.
before?
Never,
No.
Just curious.
never.
No, I haven't.
I'm saying just check one out. Check one out, and then if you still feel the same way after the fact, then okay. I'm just gonna say don't knock it till you try it.
Hold on. I know Dan would know this. You remember that show MASH back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Like I go to WNBA, like I turn a WNBA game on. It's like watching MASH. Like I know I'm about to go to sleep. Like that's what I watch to go to sleep. Like
See,
I put my TV on sleep and then throw the WNBA game
we
on.
not
The
gonna do
the
that.
sad part
And
is
I'm out. I'm out of
catch
here.
y'all
We
in
ain't-
when MASH came on, you knew it was time to go to bed, dog. Like you knew,
you knew
well,
it's time to go to bed.
the night has come to an end.
As soon as you heard that bug, as soon as you heard that old sorrow music, yeah, you saw the helicopter flying in the air, going over the mountain.
My mother was like, time to turn it on in.
Time to turn it on in.
Also, I want to say shout out the Atlanta Dream for having these dope starter jackets. These were dope, really cool.
Hey, Christian.
Night.
I know all too much about MASH, bro. MASH, boy, used to come on, boy.
You knew.
Hey, I knew what time it was.
It was bedtime.
See that was me with George Lopez on Nick at Night.
Coming on, you knew. You turn that TV off.
was over.
Get in the bed, like
Turn
you
that
knew.
TV off.
As soon as you heard that helicopter music, boy, you knew it was time to take it on in.
I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all disrespect these women like that. That is a great product. That is a great product.
But I am gonna go to the game, Jordan. I am gonna take you up on that offer. I'm gonna go to a game. Go see my New York Liberty play. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Yeah, go watch Breonna Stewart. You tell me watching Stewie and Sabrina and Jonquel Jones, that trio ain't fun to watch. I'm just saying.
I mean, I did watch some of the playoffs because they was in it. So
I'm gonna be honest. I genuinely want to be convinced about the WNBA. I haven't given up on it. I truly want to be convinced. I really want it to work. I love basketball, but it's.
I just can't watch.
I just need you to
32
get my
Spurs teams. That's where you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, the best teams obviously play the best. You know what I'm saying? Like when they get to that Final Four, they be balling. Don't get me wrong. They be balling.
Hey, what's the most points ever in a game in the WNBA? Like who holds that? I don't know.
Probably Diana Taurasi.
I was about to say if I had to guess, it'd be Diana Taurasi. I'm gonna look it up.
What 40?
Probably Diana, if not Sue Bird.
No, I don't think it'd be Sue.
Hey, what's that chick?
Oh, Liz Cambage had 53 back in
Who?
2018. Liz Cambage, the lady from Australia.
Oh, the big tall chick.
Yeah,
big light skinned girl.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
She had 53 back in 2018.
Yeah, I remember her. See,
that's right. Asia Wilson had 53 this year too against Atlanta. That's right.
Now I know that name.
I know Asia Wilson. She was the one that got felt up by Usher, right?
She went to the Usher concert. Yes, she was.
See, yeah. That's the only reason why I know about her.
Oh,
and she got a statue or something like that at South Carolina.
Yep, outside of the arena.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking of South Carolina, shout out Don Staley. I love Don Staley, bro.
Shout out Don
Absolutely.
Staley.
Love Don Staley.
Team looking good again this year.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, though, y'all want to say shout out Don Staley. She hear how y'all talking about the women's game. She could be on here beating y'all ass. I'm telling you that right now.
She can convince me. I wouldn't be mad at her. Convince me.
I wouldn't be mad at her. I would just be like,
I wouldn't be mad at you.
See, but Don Staley was a women's basketball player that I did watch.
She won a gold medal under Tara Vanderveer.
Of course we watched the girls.
She went to Temple. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
See,
she was
I let you know. I know
people that I watched because
Dawn
was cold. You know what I'm saying?
She won the gold under Tara Vanderveer.
Shamika Holzclaw, all them back in the day. Matter of fact, Diana Taurasi, I knew about Diana Taurasi. I used to go, we the same age.
Oh,
she went to Don Lugo. She went to Don Lugo High School. That was right down, not too far from where I went to high school. So I already knew about her and her older sister that went there. So I knew about her in high school. She been that chick.
Shout out to Tara Vanderveer, by the way, all-time winningest coach in just college basketball history, men's or women's in the D1 world. So, of course, she coaches at Stanford. So, got to give that shout out.
Yeah. I ain't mad at the women's game at all. I just,
Yeah, you're right, Christian. That's right. That's right.
Blossom.
It'll get there.
I mean, I understand what the NBA is trying to do, to try and promote the WNBA by combining the two. You know what I'm saying? By having this 3-point shootout and everything. My thing is this. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
It's marketing. It's marketing is what it is.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Don't let this chick brick that night. Oh my God. You are gonna miss out on viewers because then they're gonna be like, y'all want me to come and watch this? She throw up 6 points or something like that. Oh my gosh.
But then she hit was like what 30
annihilate
36 out of the 40 shots, I think, when she was in the 3-point contest in Vegas.
But they're not men's threes. These are females' threes.
Here we go. Like I said, I'm telling you, watch. My point
that ain't the difference now.
I'm saying, truly watch Sabrina play and see where she shoots the ball from. It is not. They ain't all just them. Those aren't like the JJ Redick college threes that she's shooting.
No,
y'all remember how short? You remember how short that the college line used to be back in the day?
Right.
They ain't them JJ Redick threes.
No, but I mean, in a contest, she not shooting from way back there. She ain't telling them, "Hey, move my cards back so I can shoot back there." I mean, the line is where it is. That's all I'm saying.
She just might though for the contest.
Okay.
Because remember, she's going to the.
Remember, y'all said this. Now.
She's going to the NBA All-Star Weekend. It's not like Steph's going to the WNBA All-Star Weekend. So
they are, or they're not.
No, I'm saying like she's going to the NBA. So like my assumption would be when they do this 3-point contest, it's going to be on an NBA court.
They're gonna have that line out there.
You shoot from here. We don't want you exerting your energy.
They're gonna have that mulligan line out there.
Look. I'm not denying nobody that can shoot from way back there, especially these girls. All these kids nowadays want to shoot 50. Shoot from half court almost just because of Steph. Like, hello, he's a generational talent. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely one that changed the game. Clearly, look at all the kids that shoot like or try to shoot like him. So, yeah, I definitely get it.
And you know where Sabrina grew up? Walnut Creek, Bay Area girl.
Went to Oregon.
Yep, went to Oregon. So she knew a good bit about Steph and watching him play. So
absolutely.
And you're right, Christian. Becky Hammond also became an NBA head coach. Now she's the Aces back-to-back champion. But,
hey, look, hold on. Let me say something about the coaching portion of it. Coaching, it's all good. You can be a coach. Because I say it this way. Most of your bench players end up becoming great coaches.
Sure.
Lou, Ty Lue. Some people like to say Doc Rivers. Jason Kidd. You know what I mean?
Some people, not you.
Yeah. Not me. Definitely not me. So it's just like it is what it is. I mean, we all know. The man won Coach of the Year at Orlando for being 500. Bum.
I wish Mike Woodson could have done that.
They had it in for that light-skinned cat, man. That's where light-skinned wins. That's where you guys win. Being light-skinned is by going up there and letting Doc Rivers do all y'all talking for y'all, man. You let his dry, mustard throat sounding ass be up there and be coach year after year after year for whatever stupid reason. I don't get it. But he still continues to keep getting jobs. But
I don't know what type of deal or arrangement.
Man.
I don't know what he got on somebody, dog. This man will never not have a job in the NBA. If he doesn't coach, he's an announcer. If he's not an announcer, he's an advisor. If he's not an advisor, he's an assistant. The man will never not work in the NBA.
Ever.
He has a forever job. And how he got that, being a bench player, I don't know what he saw.
I
don't know what he heard. But whatever it was in that moment, he was like, I'm made.
Christian, if Doc Rivers would ever come on here, that man would laugh at me, but he would be pissed because I would be literally torching his ass with questions. Because I know he ain't no real damn coach. Y'all can't convince me of that. I don't care if he did make it to the league and play for the Hawks back in the day. He wasn't good then.
Where is he on the all-time assist board again? Because he's top 10, isn't he?
Who? Doc Rivers? Don't say that, man.
Wait, what?
Doc
He's on
Rivers?
the top 10 list for assists?
Man, that's wow. I did not know. I don't believe it, but I did not know.
I gotta type this in myself.
I just like it was like one of those things where I'm like, I don't think I'm just pulling that out of nowhere, right? You know what I'm saying?
Doc
like,
wasn't all right. Doc wasn't all right. Him, Kevin Willis, Concat, Mookie Blake. Nah, Mookie wasn't there back then.
He almost had 5,000 assists. Why am I thinking that? Where do I think I heard that from?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Spud, thank you. Yeah, Spud.
He played 13 seasons, the first 8 with the Hawks, remaining their all-time leader in assist.
Maybe that's where I'm getting it from. Just because
He's
He's an all-time leader for the Hawks.
Yeah, maybe that's where I'm
getting
getting it from.
With 3,866 assists.
Hey man, chill out. Leave
hold
him
on.
alone. No. We ain't gotta do this.
Hawks,
we ain't gotta do this.
The
Leave him alone.
all-time
Leave him
Hawks
alone.
point guard
Leave him
is probably
alone.
what? Is it Steve Smith or Mookie Blaylock?
In terms of points?
Period.
Oh, I mean, like, are you asking me like give me like a starting 5 or just best all? I mean, I'd say Dominique's the best all-time Hawk.
Well, of course. I mean, he got his statues in the front.
Yeah. Bob Pettit's gonna be in there.
I ain't see him play. I don't even know who the hell he was.
Hey,
I can't give that shit.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck on that one. I just put that on there because I played with him on 2K. That's it.
I was about to say, man, hell no, man. I don't go for shit. These dudes back in the day, that old game. Nah,
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know.
Nope.
I had to get that one in for jokes. I had to. I had to.
Like that's something when Gilbert Arenas said that back in the day, he was like Bob Cousy. He was like, man, Bob Cousy wouldn't make no damn team right now in the league.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That boy.
I mean, granted, we know the game is different, so that's what.
Yes, I did, Christian. No. I knew Pistol Pete played for him. Yeah. That's the old blue jerseys that used to have the blue, green, and white ones.
First of all, where did they have those blue, green, and white jerseys at?
Start off in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Pistol Pete played for St. Louis Hawks. Get it right, Christian.
All I heard was Pistol Pete played for the Hawks.
I thought he played for the Jazz.
Pistol Pete played for the St. Louis Hawks. Get that. Let's get that right. Pistol Pete is a St. Louisan, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But no, if I were doing it for real though, Rod, in terms of like a Hawks top 5, at least that I've seen play, right?
Run with it. Go.
Okay. Dikembe's at center.
Okay.
Right. Joe Johnson's out there.
Okay.
I think Trey's on his right to be a point guard.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go Steve Smith.
Okay.
I can't any regular list, I would say Dominique, but because again, I didn't see Dominique play since I'm saying who I've seen. Can't do it.
I did, so I can go with that.
Yeah, yes. Like you would do it. And I mean, again, like I said, if I was doing the top 5 Hawks team, period, of course I'm putting him in there.
What?
Damn, it might be Paul Millsap. Damn. Oh, that's crazy. Wow. Small world.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's dope as hell.
That's dope.
That's real dope.
That's
See,
crazy.
y'all learn something.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what Pterodon talking about. I feel that.
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
feel that. Yeah.
I definitely judge errors. I go by errors, absolutely. Because you can't say this generation basketball players versus our generation of basketball. Like you
Half of the
can't do
'90s
it.
people wouldn't play in this generation.
Can't do it.
Mhm.
Especially
So
not the
so so
80s.
Dan,
Them
Dan,
cokeheads
I'm
up
glad
there.
you said
Them
that. I just wanna
cokeheads and drug dealers
And
in the games
vice
back in the
versa,
80s.
and vice versa.
so Dan, since you say that, right?
Hmm.
You saying if somebody is the GOAT in the '90s, it might not be the GOAT in the 2000s or 2020s. Is that where we're going at with this?
Shit.
I mean, it's
No,
true. Like,
no, I'm not.
listen,
I'm
hold
not.
on.
Michael
What
Jordan
I'm,
is my
You know,
GOAT.
hey, you knew where I was going with
Nah,
it.
what
I
You
I,
know
knew
what he
where
was
I
talking
was.
about. Nope. Michael
I
Jordan is
mean,
my GOAT.
what I'm saying is like it changes with
Oh
like
man.
40 years from now, the kids ain't gonna
Yeah,
know
they're
who
not
Michael
going to even
Jordan
know who
was.
Michael Jordan was. Yeah,
Just
I
like
agree. I
somebody, an
agree.
OG for me, that'll be like, dog, Wilt was the best, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
that's
Bill
true.
was the best, like, dog.
Absolutely.
Or you got cats that still like Kareem, dog. Y'all don't understand like how
Yeah,
Kareem got busy. So
yeah.
it changes. I mean, a lot of people, Jordan is just the man. But 20 years from now, dog, even LeBron might get questioned if somebody
You're
come
absolutely
through.
right.
You know what
That's
I'm
the truth.
saying?
I just
So,
That's
had
the
to I
truth.
just had to mess with you real quick on that one.
That's the
That's all.
truth.
oh no,
That's all. That's
You
all.
know, you know
I
what's
mean, I
you know
know
what's
what it
funny?
is. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
just don't
That
like
is
it.
true. That
I
is. It's
respect
just
that though.
You
I
know what's
respect
funny
that.
about that? Because how I knew that was something that even with Terradone with that what he just said is because I argued with somebody when they was talking about greatest point guard of all time, and
Mhm.
I'm like, y'all know mine is Magic, and they was like, it's Steph Curry. I was like, man, you know what I mean? Like I can't. But then I had to think about it, and I'm like, y'all didn't see him play, so I can't really say that. Like I've seen both of them play, and I'm like, dog, do you know what Magic would have did to Curry?
Steph ain't no
That man is
point.
6'9". Like it's
Steph is not no
You
point
think
guard.
but you think Magic's gonna run around with stuff on the perimeter like that?
absolutely not.
But here's the thing for
Absolutely.
me, the way I
But
look at it.
but
Yeah, go ahead.
but
Go ahead.
is he gonna run with him on offense? Is he gonna chase down there going back on defense?
Oh yeah, you
You
know
see
the
what I'm
switching.
saying?
Switching.
It's
They
it's
Just
switch. They
switching.
switching every time. They
Steph's
switching
gonna
every time.
exactly
Steph will
like
probably guard Byron
Magic was a
Scott. Like if we're
problem,
just
bro.
doing team for team, right? Like Steph will probably guard Byron Scott or
Yeah,
something like that. And then you
yeah.
put
He ain't
wait,
guard. He ain't
Wiggs
guard
or
Magic.
yeah, he ain't guard Magic.
He
No,
ain't guard
no.
Magic. No sir.
But the way I
Magic
look
had
at it,
50.
the way I look at it, ooh, whoa. The way I look at it is
Oh,
more
hold
so
on,
of
hold on. Magic after game 1 of the finals
yep.
against Michael Jordan, that man put up a triple double on Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan said, "I don't want them problems. He too big for me." Pause.
Oh,
They switched
Hey,
Mr. Scottie Pippen
come
on
here,
him.
Pippen.
and
Come here,
that's y'all.
come here,
Oh
Scotty.
yeah.
Hey,
That's
Scotty,
y'all's
Oh
come on
goat.
yeah.
over here, dog.
Like I'm just saying.
That's y'all's goat.
Hey,
Come on over here.
I'm just giving context to these young cats. Like
That's y'all's
Magic
goat.
was a
literally
problem,
said,
y'all.
Jordan literally said, I would have nothing left in this finals if I have to guard Magic and come back on the offensive side. And for 6 games, for five, no, he would have ran out of juice.
Right. And see, what Terradone's point to, this is the reason why for me, I still also have Magic as number 1 in terms
Yes.
of again, save like
Yes.
that first point, save
That's
the
really
league,
long.
right?
Yes.
Like the fact
Absolutely.
that rivalry was what we knew, all the stories, all the documentaries you see and watch what the NBA was, what it was about to be until that rivalry came through and kind of, it saved it and resurrected it.
Yeah.
It's the context. Like if you want to just talk about straight up talent, okay. Yeah, maybe Steph's better than Magic already, right? But the whole story, story of it,
yes.
I got to go
Absolutely.
Magic. I have to.
That's why I say it. Kids don't understand. Like I give credit to where credit is due. Steph is a whole nother animal. Like, I get it. My man, he does stuff that I'm just like in awe of. Handling the ball, you know what I'm saying? Just effortless shooting. I mean, I don't know when we'll see that again. You know what I mean? Just being brutally honest. But Magic, you'll never see a 6'9" point guard like him. The closest thing you'll ever see that was closest to Magic is
LeBron.
playing still right now named
Yep.
LeBron. That's the closest you'll ever see to it. He's just more athletic. He's just more athletic.
We could see a 6'9" point guard where the league is going today. We could see
The
a
whole
6'9" point
positionless.
guard.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
We can see a 6'9" point guard.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's facts.
Will he be as dominant as Magic? Because we see 7-footers, but has there been another dominant 7-footer since Shaq outside of Joel Embiid?
Bol could be that guy. I'm just
Oh.
saying that because y'all see the Gills Arena. Oh, man.
Not at all.
I know.
Terradome.
Terradome.
Terradome. Right. Hey, Terradome, I'm with you. Not only just growing up there, and I saw Magic a couple of times on the streets too, but I just know the aura that he had around him, plus the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Magic's whole game, Magic had the hoes back in the day, man.
Shout out winning
his name
time.
wasn't just, his name wasn't just Magic for no reason, dog. Like, Magic got it done on and off.
So he needed some magic to live through it too. That but hey.
That blue
Hey,
magic.
that man he's throwing that smile on you, boy. Hey, you
charm.
know this? No edge up, no line up, no nothing. My man just getting with it,
Natural.
man.
Straight
Didn't
natural.
Getting your auntie and your mama.
Straight
Some of y'all
up.
grandma.
Oh my gosh. Christian too. That's like, no, let's be real. The start of the beef started because Isaiah and the Pistons teams were giving Michael the business in the playoffs. That's where it started. That's really what started the beef. That's why he wanted Isaiah off that dream team. But again, hey, we don't
No, let's keep it a buck. Isaiah was never on the dream team.
He was never gonna be there.
He was never on the dream team.
Never
he was
gonna be
good
there.
enough to be on it.
He didn't get killed.
Oh yeah.
What?
Absolutely.
But that's what I'm
We was in that era. We was in that era. Yes, he was.
Right.
That's how I'm
Oh,
saying.
yes, he was.
Should have been on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Zeke absolutely should have been on that team.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
Hands down.
Power of Jordan.
Yes, yeah.
The power. He was never on the team. He wanted to be on the team. He was never like scratched off or kicked off because Jordan made it plain when they came to him.
It's me or him.
Not when the team was put together.
Mhm.
When they came to Mike,
Yep.
he straight up let him know. Not if Isaiah Thomas is on that team.
Mhm.
Him, me. Him,
Which one you
me.
want?
Which one? Him, me. I don't know.
That's like,
Just saying, man.
dog, do you know how much power that is, dog?
Oh, Mike was on a different
Like, do you know how much power that
Hold
is?
on.
Because we're talking
Oh,
about Isaiah
God.
Thomas, dog. We're not talking about,
Right.
some. We ain't talking about Doc Rivers, dog. That could have been an honorable mention on the team, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about one of the top 10 point guards have ever touched the basketball. That's like Bron being like, if you want Kyrie, then you can't have me.
Mm.
You feel me?
Mm.
For people that don't know that era, that's like Bron being like, if Kyrie Irving is on that team, I'm not on it. That's how powerful that is. Just saying.
I agree.
Now see, y'all bringing up Kobe and this shit. Let me tell y'all
bring it back
something,
up.
Whoa.
Kobe Bryant
Whoa.
Kobe Bryant
I
was
hope Mike
different.
for
You know what I'm
you,
saying?
Imagine if Kobe and Shaq never forgave each other before Kobe. Hey, shout out to forgiveness. Shout out that they was able to come together and do that. Shout out.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, hey, Christian, real talk. Hopefully Mike and Isaiah can come together and squash that shit. But you know what's going to have to happen? Isaiah is going to have to publicly get on his knees and apologize to Mike. And then Mike could be like, all right, get up. And
you know Mike ain't apologizing. You know Mike ain't apologizing.
I don't see Mike ever saying nothing.
Ever.
Listen.
Ever.
It would have to be on prime time. Remember the announcement? It would have to be one of them situations, dog, like, hey, all news channels are reporting live. We're down here at we're down here in Chicago right now at the Bulls Arena. Yep. It looks like Isaiah is getting out of his car now. Yep. He's approaching the front of the statue. He is at the statue. Got it. Here comes Michael out of the helicopter as he is coming down, and Isaiah Thomas is ducking from the wind from the helicopter as he awaits Jordan to get out. Yep. Jordan is out, and we're going up. Let's go. We're going live. We're going live right to Isaiah Thomas. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
And here comes Larsa Pippen.
Isaiah Thomas would literally have to get on his knees and beg for forgiveness for the way he treated that team publicly in order for Jordan to forgive him.
On top of that, it's got to be a check to go along with that.
Oh yeah.
If you think for 1 second Mike care about an apology, he don't care. How much you gonna pay for this apology?
I want you to send everybody that was on that team money and an apology card. I want you to send everybody, the coaches, the staff, the players, the G League team, if there was one. I want everybody gets money and a card inked by you, Zeke.
The card.
That man said a card.
Personally written.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Dame shoots just as deep as Steph. You can't leave Dame out with being part of the game changers. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
If we can leave Reggie Miller out,
and I'm from Oakland. Yes, I can.
We exactly. Can leave Dame out. If we can leave Reggie Miller out, we can leave Dame out.
Does that mean I get to put Trae Young in that group too? Because Trae Young shoots as deep as stuff at times.
Yeah, that he's not a game changer.
But the thing is, guess what? A big part of the reason as to why both of those guys, Dame and Trae, shoot as deep as they do, because I saw somebody else do it. That dude that wears 30. That's just the way it go. I mean, shoot. All right, man. We've been going for
2 hours,
about
man.
2 hours now.
Out,
just having guys time. Like, is there anything else? Anybody got some final things they want to say? Final comments?
I just want to say before Rod does, thank you all, the 13,000 faithful that are on here with us, man.
What'd you say? You said faithful?
Faithful. Christian,
oh my gosh.
Boogie Lope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's in there with us, Marcus, I know you up there somewhere, man.
Miss
so
Debbie, he didn't acknowledge that, Rod. I'm so glad.
Like I just appreciate everybody sticking with us, man. Twan, Jim, you know, my Rams boys, we in the building. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. Oh yeah. It was all a dream.
So we're showing jackets. You know, I want to show off mine too. Yeah.
I mean, hey, for the real people, this is real OG shit there. This is real OG.
I'm talking OG with me, baby. Real shit.
Find this code.
You can't find this one either. Now, to be fair, it wasn't around in the 80s because there was no Atlanta Dream in the 80s. But still, you know,
find this code.
Hey, start a brand. I ain't
Shout
gonna
out
show y'all
to Auntie Debbie.
Don't worry about what size is. You know, we ain't got to worry about that, right? But you know, you see, it's a starter. They got the logo on it because they did a little throwback night when I was home one time, And I got to the game, got the special 101 jackets that they were selling in the shop. So I said, shout out the Atlanta Dream, man.
Facts. All right,
man.
y'all. We'll
We
catch
out.
y'all on Monday.
Love, peace, and hair grease.
Absolutely, man.
And then remember,
y'all.
you have to be the one. Like, I'll do the outro, but you're gonna have to be the one to cuss us off because I can't do it.
I got you.
All right,
just fade us out.
see y'all.